It is.
I got you here.
Yep.
Welcome to the Cavern.
I'm glad to be here today. What a fabulous place this is.
Yep, owned by Mr. Larry Danner, a friend of mine whom I met about 20 years ago through someone you know.
Well, who?
Mr. Bruce Wavell.
Oh, Bruce, yeah. We all miss Bruce.
We do all miss Bruce.
But there's probably some pictures of Bruce around here somewhere, I'll betcha.
I think
I don't
live
want
at
to go there.
Here we go. Live at Cheney Hall.
There you go. There you go. Live at Cheney Hall.
With Tom Curiel on drums.
Yep. There's Bruce.
There's Bruce, and that's how you and I met.
Yeah. There's tons of stuff around here. Look at all this stuff. Wow.
I call it the museum.
It is. It is a museum.
And it is my favorite place to be in Sarasota.
Well, here we are.
And here we are. So we're here because we get all kinds of questions on your Facebook page, and fans want to know what is going on with Rick Derringer. Where have you been? Where are you going?
Yeah.
And what's happening with the new lineup with Ringo and the All-Star Band?
The new lineup, well, here we are. Last time I was with Ringo in South America. That's the whole band and crew. It's a big bunch of people for a little tour, for a little show on stage. He has a lot of crew. But we'll be back with Ringo this winter at the Palms in Las Vegas. 99.9% sure. Probably going to happen, but it isn't official yet. It won't be official until it's posted on my rickderringer.com itinerary page. But Ringo's coming up, a lot of shows this summer with my band. Another big Hippie Fest tour this summer. I'll be going all over the United States starting about mid-January-ish. Once again, check the schedule at rickderringer.com. But we got myself, Edgar Winter, Johnny Winter, Leslie West, are the big headliners on this one. I'm not sure. There may be a couple other surprises too, but that'll be a great show, and that's going to be everywhere, including Ruth Eckerd Hall right here.
Excellent. Because I can drive there.
Good.
Now, you just did a Supergroups concert 2 weekends ago.
I did.
At Sydney on the Davis in Fort Myers.
It was in Fort Myers for the Davis, for the Arts Center there. And it was a great band. Skunk Baxter was there, and a couple of the original members, Barry Goudreau and Fran Sheehan from Boston were there. One of the drummers from James Brown, Mousy, was there. One of the keyboard players from the Wailers, Mr. Leroy Romans, was there. He was great. David Hall, one of the guitar player, bass player, singer guys. This played with Joe Perry Project. Robin Zander. It was a great band.
From Cheap Trick?
It was a great band. It was really cool. I got to play cowbell, too.
But that was after you did your thing.
Yeah.
And your thing was phenomenal. And
I even played this little guitar.
Your biggest fan was there, right in front of you.
Who was that?
Asher.
Oh. That's right, my little doggy Asher was there.
Made her first concert appearance, and was pretty much on stage as close as Jenda could get her.
Well, I'm her biggest fan. I'm Jenda's biggest fan.
As you should be.
Yep.
But it was a great time.
We had a great time. It was a good concert, and it was for a good cause. They're talking about Fort Myers making that a regular yearly event.
Nice.
That would be cool. They always put together an interesting band, the guys that do this, with Skunk and Fran. I think it's mainly Skunk and Fran put it together. But they put together a really cool band every year. This year was no exception, and could even, who knows who will be there next year.
Awesome.
You never know.
I look forward to it. That was beautiful.
It was cool.
Yeah, outdoor car show.
Yeah.
So it was more than just a concert. It was a whole weekend full of stuff.
Yeah.
And speaking of stuff, there have been some changes. Unfortunately, you lost another dear friend in Ronnie Montrose just a couple weeks ago.
Yes, I did. Ronnie was a good friend. We've done lots of shows together throughout the years. I produced him as a member of the Edgar Winter group on They Only Come Out at Night. He was the guitar player on the big hits Frankenstein and Free Ride on the album version. And it was always fun to hang out with Ronnie. He was quite a character.
He will be missed.
He will be missed. He will be missed.
Now, a question came in. I did a little interactive thing, and I asked your fans to pass on questions from me to you. And there was a show at Madison Square Garden.
Yes.
And Edgar played it for someone who had canceled. And they want to know, did you fill in on guitar, or was that Ronnie Montrose?
I don't know. I don't know. It would depend what year it was. They went out originally with Ronnie. His album came out. They only came in '73, and Ronnie played on the road with him for almost a year, about a year, and then I joined them as the guitarist, probably '74ish, somewhere in that vicinity. So it would depend on the year. I don't remember.
Well, that would answer that question.
I've played with Edgar quite a few times at the Garden. And it was always a memorable show, but pinning down which one was the one that they're talking about would be very difficult.
Now, Veronica Zweever, that's one of her questions, is she wants to know, what were your most memorable shows?
They're all memorable. I can't pin them down. When I was in the McCoys, it was fun playing every concert we did. We got to open for Jimi Hendrix. The McCoys opened for Jimi Hendrix at Maple Leaf Gardens in Boston. That was certainly a fun deal. But we also opened for the Rolling Stones for their entire American 1966 tour. The McCoys opened for the Stones on that whole tour. That was fun. We opened for Led Zeppelin on 2 days in a row, Day on the Green in San Francisco. Those were fun shows. That was the Derringer Band. But it's hard to pin them down. They're all memorable. Every show is different. Every show we try to do the best we can, so it's really hard to say one was better than another.
Now, another question that came in is, what is your favorite song to sing?
I like them all. I like to sing them all. In fact, I just, about 10 years ago, I became more interested in my vocals. I always kind of looked at myself as a guitar player who also sang, and I realized for 40 years previously I'd been singing, so I should become more aware of it. And I took some vocal lessons, and I feel better, well, at least I feel more focused on my vocals, and I feel really good about being a vocalist now, so I enjoy singing and playing guitar too.
I'm a huge fan of your vocals.
Thank you.
And, you know, Hold On off of All American Boy is one of my favorite songs, Hold.
We did a great version of Hold also on the smooth jazz record, Free Ride. I redid that song. That's one of the few that I redid, and I love that version too. It's on Free Ride. The one that includes the Jenna, my wife's song, Hot and Cool, which became a smooth jazz hit on Free Ride, on the charts, on the jazz charts for 5 months, in the top 20 for 5 months. It was in the top 40 for the year. That's pretty good for the only time we ever tried to do a smooth jazz record. And like I said, it was Jenna's song Hot and Cool that really got the airwaves prominence, and then she used that and sang it so people could hear the vocals, hear what the words say, as a signature song on her CD, her first CD that she's a solo CD, called Hot and Cool. And you can get that at rickderringer.com or right here at the Cavern.
Correct. Or at Karen Kernan's Facebook page. And that, by the way, has the most beautiful album cover, and I love the inside of that. Those are the hot air balloons from where you stay in New Mexico.
Yep, we love New Mexico, and they do have that big balloon festival there every year. And those photos on her CD were taken right on top of our house. That's how close the balloons come to us when we're there. And if you've never gone to that, the Albuquerque Balloon Festival, that's an amazing experience. Everyone should do that at least once in their life.
Well, I've been invited.
Good.
I just haven't made it yet.
Good.
But there's plenty of time, and I have more questions for you, so we're going to take a break and come back with some
hot
more
air
questions.
balloons. So that reminded me of the the old joke, dual airbags. You know, how do you know you have dual airbags in your car? When your mother-in-law and your wife are both there at the same time. Hey!
You know.